The Two Brews in the Studio Show. The podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Salute to the creative geniuses that you are. You're now tuned into the Two Bros in the Studio Show podcast.
A podcast made by music creatives for music creatives.
That's right. I'm your co-host, Navada Taylor, a.k.a. Hawk Brogan.
And my name is Tobari Fingal, a.k.a. the Brilliant Professor.
That's right. Yo. Creatives. New creatives. Look, this is how you can find us. Go on Instagram and Twitter.
Please.
Follow us at Two Bros Show. That's the number 2.
At Two Bros Show.
That's right. And then scramble on over to SoundCloud.
Please do.
That's right. And follow us at Two Bros Show.
At Two Bros Show. Don't forget about Facebook.
That's right. Facebook. Go to our Facebook page.
Please do.
Two Bros in the Studio Show.
Two Bros in the Studio Show.
Like the page, guys.
Please do and share it.
And share it.
Lots of dope articles about the music industry, from instrumentals all the way to business. Let's get it in.
Yeah, absolutely. And new equipment that's dropping.
Absolutely. That's the dope stuff.
Yo, yeah. So my beat geeks out there, definitely you want to go over there so you can geek out on that page.
Exactly.
Exactly. So but run on over to YouTube, because guys, we're about to change the game over.
Yeah.
Two Bros in the Studio about to increase our visual presence.
It's about to be silly.
That's right. So scramble on over to YouTube and type in Two Bros in the Studio Show.
Yep.
You're going to see 2 handsome faces.
Please.
That's right. Click on that, and then you're going to see this subscribe button, which now is red and gray.
Yeah.
Yep. So when you see that button, smash that. That's right. And so in the content that we are producing, guys, make sure that you leave a comment.
Please.
Let's carry on the conversation.
Very much so important, man.
That's right. So if you have opinion on something, most creators got opinions on things, right? They want something. They got something to say. They want to hear their voice, right? Right. So look, just drop it in the comment section. If there's anything that we might have missed, carry on, drop it there.
Yeah.
Let's stay engaged, because this is all about us. You know what I'm saying? The creatives, the music creatives. You know what I'm saying? Let's not, hey, what is that going on right there?
Yeah.
Sound like the mothership might have landed.
Interference.
Interference. But yeah, guys.
Hashtag Android phone suck.
It didn't blow up,
me.
bro.
No, it didn't blow up. That's true. So we should all thank God. Because your phone didn't blow up.
All right.
See what I did there? See what I did there? I made fun of your phone. In the way you was going to do it?
Yo, we can't have this.
I'm just saying.
We can't have this. Team Android,
I'm just
drop
saying.
something in the comment, man. Let them know that your presence is known.
Yeah,
right?
let them know what your warranty number is so you can go ahead and get your replacement phone.
No, it's not funny.
My bad. I thought it was kind of funny.
So look. Ricky BROsey came in here and he brought in some VR goggles. I bet our phone ain't doing that.
That's true.
Ketchup mustard.
That is very true.
Ketchup mustard. So look, we just want to make this announcement again that we're about to take off for the whole month of December.
Yeah, the whole month of December will be off because we'll be bringing you brand new content right at the top of 2017. Not only in audio, but as we said, also in video. We're about to take over the game. It's about to be a problem.
That's right, and maybe in 3D. Hey, look, man, anything's possible. Everything is possible at this point, the way things is moving.
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, we're going to throw it out there in the universe and watch the universe respond.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
real fast. Big shout out to our new partners in crime, Double Cross Vodka. We want to make sure we shout them out. And once again, thank Mr. Charles Mack for providing us with the refreshments.
That's right. And it's tasty
for the show and the guests.
Yeah, but one thing that's well, actually, it's a couple things that's special about this brand. It's an ultra premium vodka, right? Let's compare it with some of the industry favorites, right?
Real quick.
Ciroc, it's 5 times distilled. Double Cross, 7 times distilled.
7 times.
Right. But look at the bottle. There's no bottle out here on the market that's sexier than that.
I'm sorry, it's a pretty sexy bottle.
Yo.
Yeah.
Without draw. Sexy. But yeah, thanks to Double Cross.
One more time.
Thank you, Double Cross.
There it is.
All right, so bro, we got a heavy episode coming up because we've really been trying to reach out to, our musician community.
Can I just say one time in the mic that I'm a little pissed at my Berkeley fam right now. Where my Berkeley College of Music fam at? Been trying to get y'all on the show for a minute, but don't worry, I got something for you. See, I got my instrumentalists in. See, y'all loafing. That's what it is. See, here you go.
You know what? I think this guy's overqualified to be called the instrumentalist.
That's only part of it. That's only part of the deal.
Yeah.
But we're gonna let him talk about it.
So look, we got Ricky Patton, right?
Yeah.
But we already gave you a bro name. Ricky BROsey.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Ricky Patton Jr. All day.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Hey, yo, tell the creators, who you are, what you've been doing in the past.
Oh, in the past. You want me to go back to
well, we can go past and then now.
Okay. What I've been doing in the past, I've basically been focusing on marketing and media marketing,
right,
branding and packaging for creatives and companies.
Sure.
Definitely working on more of a 3D perspective to media.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And having some type of organized system in place.
Yeah,
for us creatives.
Right.
Of course, there's an infrastructure. Important. Everyone has their own perspective to the art.
Yeah.
And so it's good to be able to have some type of idea of how art is created.
Right.
Especially in the perspective of musicians and vocalists, they have their perspective, and you have your designers, have their perspective. But either way, there should be some type of mutual medium that works for all of us, at least on some level, for communications.
Yeah. So I really want to I really want to make this clear for the creators that you, sir, are handling all the back end to the Two Bros Show.
Interesting.
That you are facilitating a lot of our
expansion over the Two Bros. Sometimes it can seem like it's a little more than two brothers. But yes.
Hey, look, it's a lot going on. We're just two bros on the front, man. Real talk. We actually, expanded, and we have, several teams now that are with the brand and helping, this brand expand.
Exactly.
And optimizing what we have here on the table, right? And the call that you gave me was really mind blowing, and at the same time, it was on time. You know what I'm saying? It was on time.
That has nothing to do with us.
Absolutely. It doesn't have anything to do with us. I accept the way pieces fall in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Sure. We put the word out there. If we build it, you know what I'm saying? If you build it, they will come. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And it's truly been a blessing, because really your insight, you really showed us a lot what we can actually do from a creative standpoint, and some of the more important things, how our intellectual property needs to be housed and distributed.
That's an interesting perspective, because, like I said at the beginning,
get right up on that mic for me, homie.
That's an interesting perspective, because at the beginning we were just talking about who this platform was for.
Sure.
And when the creation comes, of course, it's inspiration. So our job is to actually respond.
Yeah.
So in most cases, the idea comes, and then you need some type of something to go to put the idea down.
Right.
And then most importantly, it needs to be communicated.
Right.
Shared and communicated.
Right.
So just having some type of clarity with that, or having some type of simple way to be able to go into a software that's not rocket science, but you go into basically pull up a document.
Right.
And you put your content on that document.
Okay.
And you share it. And I think it should be really that simple when it comes time to create some type of something that we all could share information, spiritual information.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're living in the great times right now, beautiful, where we can actually just
life.
Yeah, just about share anything. Everything can happen in real time. You know what I'm saying? We can create in real time. We can build business in real time with somebody over in Japan, Asia, so forth and so on, and be on one document and just continues to build. But, before that, I know you to be a dope musician, a dope drummer.
Well,
Like let's because one thing that I love, right.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah. So one thing that Tobari and I have been doing, as you see in the past, we've been having a whole lot of creatives on this show that are good at doing two things, you know what I'm saying, or multiple things. With Cadell, Cadell, producer, also author,
published author,
published author at that, and then he's moving into being director. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then scoring his own.
Composing. Exactly.
Composing.
Exactly.
So this guy, he's a special guy, and I really throw you in that lane because you ride many different lanes, and we really want to like get into like all of that.
Well, let's talk to him. Let's start from the top. Tell us your history. Tell us about when you first picked up the sticks.
Oh, really? Okay, let's go back. All right. First picked up the sticks was church.
Nice.
As far as I can remember. And I have to give credit to my father for giving me that opportunity to be able to basically sit behind him. My father was the music director of this church, New Bethel Church of God in Christ at the time.
Okay.
Which, I had to sit there on the organ literally with him. And being there on the organ, I had to watch his fingers do so much. And so at that point, it was just, that was the inspiration, but that wasn't, that connection wasn't keys or piano.
Gotcha.
Right. However, because the rhythms that he was playing was speaking to me directly. And then, of course, the drum set's right in front of me. And then I had literally some of the best musicians coming from out, where I'm from. In that church scene, and all my cousins, what's up, y'all? I know y'all. I'll see y'all in a second. But we had some of the greatest, inspiration just kind of coming up around it. And so, of course, I had my opportunity to get up there and play, and then that turned to every Sunday thing, and then that turned into like the gigs, and then you have your go-go influence, and then you have your Jazz City, it's DC, so much art. Then I went to Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and that is actually when it was a structure. That's when I understood it to be, from a European perspective specifically.
It's different, right?
It's not only different, but it was definitely a documented way of learning.
It's more scientific.
Drums. I would say more theoretical.
See, you went to Duke Ellington, right?
Yes.
I auditioned for Duke with visual arts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? Okay. And then I didn't get in for visual arts because they said my portfolio wasn't diverse enough.
Okay.
But I ended up going to school for the arts in Baltimore for voice.
Well, my situation was this, is that there was a certain discipline that I had and a certain confidence that I had, but I didn't play in the Duke Ellington Jazz Band because Davey Yarborough wasn't having it. I was still a little knucklehead, at that point. So, like I said, it was discipline that I really learned there. However, Duke Ellington showed me that you can do anything you want to do. But they didn't show me exactly what I could not do, if that makes any sense. So it's one of them things where, they put you on. They say you can do anything you want. But they didn't necessarily give you a structure for business or strategy or, so you kind of go out here and just experiment. So it was like that. I would just jump up on places and like I'm that dude that'll pop up on anybody anywhere, and I'm trying to create on the spot. Like it's not not a whole bunch of pre-thinking.
Right.
Improv is my baby. That's my connection. Like it's like we can put something down right now. Like no question. Like that starting point. Of course, drums is like usually in my case, that's my influence right there. Like it's the beginning of everything.
Right.
And that translated to all these different languages, and from there to the web.
Nice.
And so it's the same concept.
Yeah.
And even on the web, I own a couple. Well, I own about 100 and something domain names. However, there's one. It's called OneDrumOnline.com.
Okay.
And OneDrumOnline.com is it came from that influence from drums. Okay. And that connection with drums and that responsibility as a drummer.
Right.
That opened up big doors. I mean, to put it this way, there was one, I'm going to tell you this one quick funny story. As a drummer, I was backing someone up. I'm not going to say the name right now. And we were in New Orleans at the time and playing drums, and the beat started, and there's all these people out in the audience, and this guy took off his jacket, and he was turned facing the band. And he took off his jacket, then he turned back around to go talk to the ladies, and he had like a leotard on. Like, his back was open. But I'm the drummer. So that was funny to me. That was funny to me. So the beat stopped.
Whoa.
So what happens when the beat stop?
Hold on. Is this an 80s artist?
No. Actually, yes, bro.
I was gonna say
it had to be.
What?
I don't know no 90s artists
like
that wear leotards.
It looked like a leotard, bro. Let me just say the back open. I never seen a muscle shirt.
Get back on the mic.
I never seen a muscle shirt with the back open, so I figured it really been a new style.
They don't make muscle shirts with the back open.
I wish there was one other musician that was in that band that was here with me just to kind of. Man, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I went to Duke, like I said, man. That was new. However, when that beat stopped, everything stopped. Like I said, at that point, I couldn't control it no more. As a drummer, it kind of, took me off course, but kind of. That was nothing to play off, should I say.
So hold up. So when you stopped playing, did he turn around and look at you? Like, what was his reaction?
Everyone turned around. Everyone looked at me.
I bet.
Actually, for about 2 minutes, I had my moment because I can't help it.
Nigga, don't look at me.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Nothing to do.
Look at that backless leotard.
Put it this way.
Don't look at me. Nigga,
why does he have a onesie on?
Man, that's exactly.
Why does he have a onesie?
So.
Let's talk about that.
Well, hold on. Was it like the the little wrestler, the little Greco wrestler onesie?
It was overwhelmingly hilarious.
It was like Aunt Viv when she was doing the dance and it was the Fresh Prince.
But
that's what it sounded like.
I didn't get fired. I didn't none of that.
Cool.
But it was a showstopper. That's what we call that, a showstopper.
Literally.
That's fair.
Yeah,
literally.
And I was the music director. So I am highly responsible, for that because I couldn't help it. I mean, at least I had a good reason. You had a hole in your back. I wasn't ready for that.
You probably do need. That's what they call dress rehearsals. That's why they call it dress rehearsals. Because I need to see how you're dressed.
So, all right. So look, the rule is. The show never stopped, even when the incident happened like that. So how did y'all smooth that over with the audience?
Smooth that over. That's why I just explained it. That's called a show stopper. Did you hear that? Stopper. Like you take a second, and you bring it back.
You reset
when you're ready. Like
you reset.
Yeah, exactly. It's called reset.
If he's a good artist, he knows how to reset.
And it's crazy. And
what did he do?
He's a national artist.
What did he do?
What did he do?
Why everything stopped?
He gave me a look. And he can't whoop me or nothing. So what he gonna do? What he gonna do? He can't whoop me.
I'm calling your mama.
No. All right. So after he looked at you, then what, man?
I just explained, bro. He had a 2-minute moment where I kind of had like a.
Did he go grab a drink? Did he go off to the wing? Did he go grab a lady?
It's called acapella. It's called.
Oh, did he? Okay,
you continue to do your whatever your swag was.
Yeah.
You do what you do.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a very
or sing a couple lines.
I don't know what happened. I was in my own world, and it had nothing to do with the focus, bro. Because that was man. It was just everything. That's why I had to bring that up because that was one time I just lost my focus completely.
Okay, so was that like one of your earlier gigs?
It definitely was. Yeah. And I was definitely on there with the youngins. Some talented youngins. So
and that'd be the worst. That'd be the worst.
It's horrible.
Musically speaking, y'all be tight, but you're still like 18,
I'm talking
19.
about the intro was like bum, 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 bum. It was really busy, a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Yep.
None of that happened. That's all I can say. That's
just give 4 taps on the hi-hat.
Oh, none of that.
Here we go.
All that complex, everything was out the window, man.
All right, well, look, creators, we're gonna go ahead and take this break real fast, and we're gonna come back. What's up, y'all? This is your boy Tobari Fingal, aka the Brilliant Professor, and I'm here to tell you what you can do to get your music featured here on the Two Bros in the Studio Show podcast. It's real easy, just a few steps. First, go to the Two Bros in the Studio Show YouTube and SoundCloud accounts at Two Bros Show, or you can search us on YouTube or go to our IG account and click the link there to go straight to YouTube, and make sure you click that follow button. We want to see you following us, and we'll follow you back. Number 2, send an email to twobrosshowinfo@gmail.com with your artist name, any social media handles you have, IG or Twitter, and make sure you send at least 3 clean versions of the music you want to showcase and anything you want us to know about the music specifically. Let us know so we can let everyone else in the network of creators know. Number 3, if your music is selected, you'll receive an email confirmation response by one of the team members here at the Two Bros Show. You'll need to make sure that once you get that confirmation of what episodes you'll be on, you promote that episode with everything you got on all of your social media. We want to see it pumping out there. We need to get the word out that this show is here for you, made by creatives, for creatives. And that's it. Make sure y'all keep in tune with what's going on in the Two Bros in the Studio Show Nation, and creatives, make sure that you keep creating. Welcome back to the Two Bros in the Studio Show podcast. I'm your co-host, Tobari Fingal, a.k.a. the Brilliant Professor.
And I'm Navada Taylor, a.k.a. Hawk Brogan.
And we have Ricky Patton, right?
That's right.
There it is.
Junior.
A.k.a. Ricky BROsey.
Ricky BROsey.
Oh. Everybody get a bro name.
Exactly.
Bro name for you. Bro name for you. Bro name for you.
That's what it is.
All right, so look, let's talk about the auditioning process, for musicians. Like, give us like kind of like just a whole situation, a scenario, maybe a story on your first audition. Okay. And maybe who was it for?
You have perspectives when it comes to auditions. You have a perspective of maybe I was the judge for the audition.
Okay.
Or maybe.
Oh no, you auditioning for a gig.
You auditioning. Yeah,
you auditioning for a gig.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's just that. It's an audition. It's something when you come and really be clear about the goal of what you're auditioning for.
Yeah.
And you kind of make sure that you make a connection between the potential of what that artist may want.
Right.
And your commitment to what we call as drummers a pocket.
Could you explain the pocket?
Oh, I
sure.
can.
Let's go.
The pocket.
Because we're gonna talk to the creatives as if they know nothing.
And that's good, because if that's the case, then the pocket kind of goes with a couple things. It goes with a groove.
Yeah.
It goes with. I can compare the pocket to the marriage, man. You compare that to your wife.
Okay.
Like, it's that loyal. It's about a loyalty factor. It's about a warrior. It's a if you're there to win a war, it's the certain things that you just have to do all the time.
Right.
And that's one of those things.
Right.
That no matter what goes on, the pocket is a must. In other words, you have to have that commitment to the metronome, the tempo.
Yeah.
That pocket is a simplicity that make you do this. And without this, it doesn't matter.
That head nod.
Hip hop is that. It's like, without that, we short.
Yeah, well, shoot, black music is that.
That's what I mean. Like, that connection is everything.
And
without that.
Yeah.
So traditionally speaking, the pocket is really going to be composed of your rhythm section. That's where you're going to really find
all day.
Yeah. That's where you're going to find your pocket. That rhythm section usually consists of your drummer,
bass,
and your bass player.
Yeah.
And
rhythm,
usually it's keys
or guitar.
Usually, but it's some sort of harmonic instrument that you can kind of multi-timbral type of situation where you
that
can,
rhythm. I tell you what, that's like having a guitar. So you
exactly. Lead guitar.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Certain effects with the guitar, like chucking and
they
give rhythm guitar,
single note comping, and all that other stuff. Exactly.
You just have to know what not to do.
And that's exactly what it is, though, because a lot of drummers get in there and they start chopping trees down.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like that has I've seen a lot of no-nos. And I am happen to be just blessed enough to be able to just really just know what not to do.
What not to do.
And that's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Is you want to have that clarity. Because once you know what not to do, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's true. Just stay away from that side.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you know what not to do.
Yeah.
For example, like, there's a lot of things and rules that I go by that I would just never do.
Okay.
I don't need to throw it out. There's just certain things that I know I would never do. Like I said, I went to Duke Ellington. Like, there's a lot of stuff around you.
Yeah.
That when you see it, you're like, I'll never do that. Like, I'll never.
Well, you wouldn't do that. Why? Because it's your preference, or it's just a no with.
I think I love what I do so much.
Yeah.
That some things that come, it's like crack. Like I see a lot of crackheads.
Yeah.
But you see what not to do.
Sure.
Because of the stuff. I had a crackhead try to sell me a refrigerator door.
A refrigerator door.
So
not the whole thing.
Who needs a refrigerator door?
Just the door.
A door. And that's what I said, my young time. We talking about my young, where I come from, but these type of experiences that just let you know, wow, I could never do that.
There's a limit to the madness.
And at the end of the day, though, I had to check myself, and it humbles you because you really don't understand what certain influences will do, especially when you have no control.
Sure.
But the drum has that effect. The drum has that kind of, man, this gonna go down for the pocket because, again, it's got something to do with the pocket, the groove, the commitment. But I have so many great drummer friends that if we did get together, it's just going to be an ensemble. That ensemble is probably some of the best warrior music my experiences that I had. Shout out to my father friend, the Khan brothers, and it's a lot of rhythm power that's right here from home. Man, matter of fact, my man Buggy, Paul Edwards. Look, man, put it like this.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Mean on
I'm gonna put it like this. Now, see, that's what I say. Some things and some people that I have a relationship with, has literally changed the game.
Right.
And those type of people that have that type of inspiration or power within what they did. See, and I had a go-go, man, when Backyard came out. However, when Backyard came out, it was a sound like no other.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
And then hold up though, when Buggy and Sauce got together with it, I'm like, oh, this never happened before.
Yeah.
Now, on that level is what I'm saying, when it's a beautiful thing when cats are able to get together and be like, I'm good at this. And you're like, yeah, I'm good at this. But then they both know what not to do together. Oh, it's amazing.
Well, I mean,
it's amazing.
All right, so look, I'm sorry, creators. We're going into the go-go scene right now. Some of the dopest musicians around
I come
here.
from that. I'm birthed from that.
And for real, a lot of musicians came from out of this pot right here.
That's true.
And then it went on to like touring with with some of the biggest artists out here.
I'm gonna put you on to something. I had my boy. Shout out to my boy Leroy Francis from Berkeley. Leroy is from Bermuda.
Oh wow!
Right? Okay, from the island of Bermuda. Right? All right. We met at Berkeley. Right?
Okay.
Leroy told me about go-go music because he would order the tapes from DC to get shipped to Bermuda because they would shed go-go music in Bermuda. That's how they got good on drums.
See, and that's interesting because no matter where I go, it's crazy how the go-go name comes up, or the go-go love, or the love for go-go. It comes up. Right?
DC go-go, by the way.
I have cats that run up to me like, man, look, I know how to play this go-go beat, and say, boom, 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 boom. It's not that. In other words,
you have no idea.
I want to make it very clear, and that's what I'm saying. It's like when you're able to take chemistry of something or culture, and put it down over and over again, the same way,
right,
but differently.
Sure,
that's a game changer.
And Jam and Jeff.
Oh man, these are my brothers, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, man, I watched Groove. It's like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Duke Gallatin, I had a band called Butt Naked. What's up, my brothers? Y'all know who y'all are. Butt Naked band. We would go up there and play at Sidwell Friends every year with Northeast Groovers. And so that alone. So imagine at this time, Chelsea Clinton is in the audience, rocking to go-go. Now, at the same time, though, you got the Secret Service right there.
Right.
So there was no, it wasn't too much going on.
You ain't touching Chelsea.
Ever went on, but I think that whole experience, man, it has a lot to do with pocket and groove. Like go-go has a lot to do with my style, even, and how that my style even was able to curve around a certain groove or swing.
Right.
It's a certain swing that go-go have that I'm telling you, no one.
It's unmatched. That swing is unmatched.
Except West African influence.
Yeah, but there's a West African influence in go-go.
Well, that's what it is. It's
exactly.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's just that, which is interesting because none of us had, we were not clear about certain dialects and certain, that language, period. However, it's amazing when you go in the midst of that, or it's maybe some djembe players that were influenced by that,
right?
And then see that direct connection. It's like speaking. That's how I learned from my father, friend, the Khan brothers. Like I had my vibe that I brought to the table, and they wouldn't teach me like I was taught on any level. So theoretically, that connection was totally out the window. Like I couldn't even think the way I thought theoretically. But playing with those cats, they'd be like, the rhythm is, and that would be the explanation. And you're like, really? For real? Oh my goodness, like yeah, for real. And then you make that connection with it, and from that point, man, it turns into it's beautiful, man. Spiritual information. And I've had some I've seen people roll across the floor 20 miles an hour, no joke, just off of drumming, bro. I've seen some amazing, well, you know, what they may call supernatural, but at the end of the day, bro, it happens all the time. So again, I felt removed from my culture. I felt removed from where I was from. Wow. You know what I mean? I had different kings and queens up in like and these little different events that I would go play with them, and they would literally come and they would, you know, communicate something, but the connection was the drum. Yeah. So the drum is powerful, bro. Like it's everything. It kind of lets you feel like you're being in the midst of so much, man. The drum, it's everything, bro. It's everything.
I seriously, I think that is the secret sauce of what make black music so powerful, though.
It definitely is a huge
deal.
And it's interesting when you are moved by a song that has no drums in it. Now it still got that. You know what? I would say this.
I saw there are some songs out there that definitely is
there's actually some cats out there who actually knows how to do that very well. There is really, man, I got a man on harmonica right now, my man Fred Yane. What's up, bro? Yeah. Straight harmonica player. Wow. But his perspective is rhythmic. But he plays harmonica. So what that did was it allowed Stevie Wonder to hire him.
For sure.
And Stevie Wonder don't hire no harmonica player.
What do you need that for?
What do you need that for? Exactly. He's pretty beastly. His dad gonna sell.
That was the prime example of another influence. And it's crazy because when Fred got here, he just came here from his country. Wherever he was from, he didn't speak English. Like I can't wait till you hear this, Fred, because at the end of the day, man, like he was another huge influence, blew my mind. He came in, I was, of course, at the time was an engineer at the studio. And this guy come over there and he almost like, the communication with us was basically, I didn't speak any other language at all at that point anyway. Right. And he really came over there and spoke to me just musically. You know, I don't think he barely knew how to just say what's up or hi. It's not a joke, bro.
Music is a universal language.
It is a universal language. That's right.
The whole time it 100% is. Yeah, because even at Berkeley, I can't tell you how many folks from Japan and China would come and
blow your mind.
They would just be like, hello, and that's pretty much about it.
That's correct.
Until they did whatever it is they did. They had singers from Japan that would come over and sing Whitney Houston like, whoa, where did that come from?
That's right.
And then when they're done singing Whitney in English, they're going back to Japanese because they don't really speak English.
Not a game, bro. It's not a game. And like I said, I think that with drum being my love of an instrument, I think that is the connection I make in everyone else. I don't care if you're a construction worker. I want to know what drum you play, you know? Straight up. Like you want to identify with everyone because that's what you want to stand on. That's your foundation. Yeah. So, you know, I learn people from their walk, like rhythmically, which is probably why I think the way I do because, you know, steps, they're rhythm. Speaking, it's rhythm.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about like my brothers from up here Berkeley, man. I seen some cats, man. Kind of crazy. My man Mono Neon. Yeah. I give it out to you, bro. Yeah. And my son over there, Jacob Collier.
Jacob Collier, yeah.
Jacob Collier, man. Jake, listen, bro. You play too much. That's a crazy. That dude. Yeah. Insane. With whatever he touches, it has that rhythmic perspective.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clear, smeared in your face though. Yeah. And so I have moments when I was, man, they would just hear Howard University, man. I sat with my brother for like 4 hours, man, just vibing, and that's it. That's all we were doing, just vibing rhythmically. It was a huge influence, man. Like for me, it blew my mind because no one ever did that. Come to find out this kid, 22 years old, and we're literally playing on our lap, just like this, like, and he in it, like and I'm like, what? You ain't gonna just do that? And he like, oh man. But either way. It blew my mind with the stuff he was doing and wasn't afraid to do. Didn't ask no questions. Pull that mic right
back up to you.
Didn't ask no questions. Yeah. But the commitment and of that communication, that connection to it.
Yeah.
Very seldom we have that, man. So we want to be able to definitely call out some of the cats that understand rhythm on that language.
So who are some of your favorite folks to play with, either in the area or on a national level?
I wouldn't even be able to. I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't. But what I can say is that I love what I do.
Yeah.
Because it makes room for so much. You learn from so much. I think with, again, being a drummer, it opens me up to multimedia. Like, again, as you look around here, like everything over here, I'm curious about right now. And I can go behind that camera right there, kind of figure out what kind of lens you're using. I can go over there and figure out what software you're using. You're large, you go over there, okay, cool, I want to go over there and see what's up. But there's like a medium in the midst of like all of this that makes it work, you know, that's synonymous to drum. And
so you think as a drummer, it's easy for you to pivot yourself around the music or just music in general, and play, and, you know, and just like I guess set in with other musicians and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. One of my favorite musicians right now, a guy I really look up to a lot, Warren Jones. Oh, you probably
that's another brother.
Okay, so me and Warren Jones' brother Gabe, we went to school together. Oh, Gabe came home. We all came home together. We graduated together.
All right.
Gabe recently, not recently, it's been a few years now. He passed away, which is sad. But I always looked up to Warren because Warren started out as a drummer. He was a monster.
Warren is a transformer.
He's a monster.
Warren is an example of someone who could literally do anything.
Because then he gets up from the drums, sits on the organ, and then kills.
He has that. He some cats can play, and some cats could procreate. It's weird. It's like they what they do. They're gonna look at them for what they're about to do next. You know what I mean? Not so much just listen to them.
Exactly.
Some cats you look at, he about to do some crazy. That's Warren. It's like, man, come on. He does, and his face is straight. So his communication is strictly through the connection with the music.
Yeah,
and even on drums, like he don't even play drums that much anymore. It's okay. He doesn't play. It's okay. He doesn't play drums. He doesn't have to play drums.
Okay.
To do whatever, but when he does, it's a problem, bro. Like really, I gotta tell you straight up, that's one of the illest cats out this area by far.
Yeah.
Wow.
Indeed.
Again, and then he went from there. He's making beats. He had that record on the.
He don't just make beats, bro.
Yeah, no.
This man is he's an arranger, composer.
Exactly.
Warren is one of those cats that, again.
Shout out Gideon Band and everybody.
Gideon, Aaron, everybody, man.
Yeah.
All those cats, man, they're my brothers. That's the one who I look at. They're a huge influence in my life, my career.
Oh, so Warren came from Gideon Band.
Warren came from
founded
DC, period.
Yeah.
So, and not only, like I said, he's an innovator. He's another innovator.
So, like I said, some of these cats come from this area, right? I was telling this in another podcast. Some of the cats come from this area, like some of the dope musicians, right? Then they leave this area, they go to LA, whatever, and they touring, they're gigging, or whatever the case may be, and they go outside here and they get a lot of love. And for a lot of other areas, in my opinion, when it comes to do with music in this area, in DC metro area, we do have that kind of crab in the barrel mentality. But the one beautiful thing is I haven't really seen that with the musicians. I really feel like the musicians here in this area are really open. They're like, yeah, whatever. Let's work. Let's work. Am I right?
Well, you're definitely right as far as our perspective.
Yes.
As a musician. However, the infrastructure of business has been removed from this area.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. They usually got to leave.
Never been.
They got to leave here, go somewhere else, come back, and then, everybody.
If you want to feed your family.
Exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I don't believe music business has existed here in the DMV area, period.
Well, it's interesting.
You know what? In the DC metropolitan area.
It really depends on what you call that music business, because, again, we had our own music, which is go-go. So that was considered a form.
That's culture. To me, it is
culture, but Chuck Brown is a millionaire from the music.
Chuck Brown was successful before he created go-go.
What? Successful, millionaire. It's two different things. I'm talking about.
All right. So look, this is
we're talking about business. How many millionaires made money from music coming from DC?
Well, how many musicians have made money from go-go? I mean, getting residual checks. My fault.
Chuck Brown.
He's the only one. That's what I'm saying. That for real.
The only one.
And that's sad because our legends don't even get residual checks.
But I can't see. That's the thing. I can't necessarily judge that because I don't know what their wallets did. I don't. But I'm not about to sit there and say I seen them in Forbes at the same time. It's like there is a form of success from that. I think, however, based on, and that's the thing about DC, man, we can do whatever we want to do. Like, it had that type of vibe.
Right.
And there was
always the potential.
Always.
There was always the potential.
No question.
Always,
you know what?
No question.
You know what? Potential get coaches fired.
That's correct.
Potentials don't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Too bad DC got no coaches.
Right. You know what? That light switch that's turned off has the potential to light this whole room up.
Exactly.
Which actually was my inspiration for doing some of the things that I do, because I love home. I love DC so much.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
That, you know, I had to figure out a way that I can feed my family / be inspired / be home. That don't necessarily mean be out.
Right.
That means kind of be home and focused. And my place of home is where I can focus, man. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't really go places and, you know, it's like I need that vulnerability. I need permission to be able to be that. I can't be that anywhere.
Gotcha.
You know, and so you have to have that comfort zone, you know.
Well, look, this is a good segue into like the digital side. Let's talk about music production, man. Let's
talk about that, man. Let me give you some of these things that open my perspective, man. It's another story.
Okay.
Right.
That inspired me, and it's going to get you, because this blew my mind. There's a brother out in Philadelphia. I'm not going to throw your name out there right now, bro, but I have to at least let him know. He went to UArts, and I had my computer. I did a recording, you know, I'm just jumping in the whole engineering perspective.
Right.
And my hard drive crashed. So, remind you, I did Joe Clair's album. Like, literally, Joe Clair, Rickish Mojo, trust me, that's a whole nother monster that I will share later. But I did his album, it was completed, and then it was deleted.
Completed and deleted.
One time, right? And then I did it again, and it was completed, and then it was deleted.
All
so
right,
I'm like, whoa. Yeah, exactly. So now I'm like, whoa. This is like, now I'm blaming everything on the devil.
Satan. That devil gets the blame for
God, when the devil get in your music, boy, your joint is a dammy time. But either way, that from that point I lost this drive, and I didn't realize that there was a cat somebody put me on Philly, who when I got to Philly, I took on my computer. He was like, yeah, I can get your data, no problem. And I'm like, what do you mean, man? You can get I'll drive, I'll bring it to you right now. Drove over to Philly, get there. Yeah. And soon as we get into the living room, not no living room, his brother had an efficiency, but in his efficiency was like 6 computer monitors.
Okay.
This dude is not playing.
No, he wasn't playing at all. But the computer monitors is fine. And so as he's talking to me, he's like, look, you know, talking and typing. So and I'm like, have you ever stopped typing? He's like, for what? No. But then I realized that when I first got there, there was somebody
right up on the mic.
There was somebody sitting on the bed right there. So no big deal, because, you know, I'm just getting there. I don't know anything.
Right.
But this person that was sitting on the bed was a clone, bruh. A clone. Like, he literally created his girlfriend. This is no joke, bro.
All right, man. Look.
Hold
up.
Let me be specific. No, I ain't no details. I just know that he explained it was not the blow up doors, none of that. It was some put together something that had a face. And that's probably as much as I probably need to say about that, because it never spoke, none of that. But it was strictly controlled by him. He was a programmer. Remind you, he was building a digital museum at the time. So I'm like, whoa, this cat is ill. Like, what are you into? And then he started explaining. He was like, I don't have to worry about this. I ain't gonna worry about diseases. I ain't worry about the girl leaving me. My emotions don't have to get involved. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, really? And he's like, yeah, man, I can program this. And in other words, everything he had in his presence was created by him digitally.
Hold up.
Right.
Hold up.
That's one of my influences.
Hold up. I'm stuck with this being that's sitting in the room. Was this being moving or doing something? Was it cooking eggs?
Look. It's called a remote control. It's called everything she did and could do was his preference. He programmed it. And at that point,
through software or just like Pretty Tony programs his horse.
At that point, it didn't even matter. At that point, it didn't matter at all.
I wasn't asking a whole bunch of questions.
I didn't know what to ask. That's what I'm saying. At that point, I'm thinking more like, dude, you the devil. See what I'm saying?
What?
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I think I would have exit out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You probably
not
would've.
without my data.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I was there for that. I
don't gotta live here.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna go get some Subway.
I had to get my data.
I'll be right back.
Anyway, he introduced it to me and made it speak.
What are we talking about?
Made it speak, and when he made it speak, he's like, "Man, look, it has this. This is real. It has this. This is real. See, and I don't have to worry about no emotions and so that really did let me know that hold up, bro. If this is going on now, and he was telling me what's going to happen 10 years later, like he was really. How
long ago was this?
This was 7 years ago.
Scheist.
Yeah, but either way, he still has that clone. Like there's still that relationship. And I'm sure, the brother could do whatever he want to do. He
puts a whole new meaning to the song. Let me upgrade you, right?
Oh man, like digitally
upgrade your software.
Oh man, so either
upgrade
way, man,
firmware.
All right, that's scary.
It opened up a perspective that just kind of let me know, man, this brother is really crazy.
So as far as music production is concerned, right? What is your software of choice for you?
Oh man, there you go. I don't have a software of choice. It's one of those things. It's like if you pull up Pro Tools, we can go. You pull up Logic, we can go. Maybe pull up GarageBand, we can go. Like it doesn't matter what. It does matter what plugins I prefer.
Okay,
sure.
Well, let's.
And I mean,
sure.
we can talk about it, but it depends on what song we're working on. It depends on which voice or which instrument we're using.
So do you have like a bundle or something?
I definitely have bundles. I have my bundles in the cut. And of course, y'all know, man, I have my own server. So I got I'm good. Like I got a nice, a slew of things that is like a mixture. Some of the stuff is not even limited to just those softwares. You know what I mean?
Right.
And those third party things. And the reason why, let me go just a little bit and just tell you this. That dude influenced me. Like he made me feel really ignorant about programming, period. Like I didn't. Okay. That was my point of bringing that up. Yeah. Is because at that point, he calls, talk, whatever, but he had a perspective of like, man, you're doing this. Why don't you just do this? And I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. And he was like, man, it's easy. All you gotta. And I'm like, wow. It was never easy, but that was another language that he spoke and made it feel like it was just easy. And so once I tapped into it a little more and I realized, whoa, this is the same as WordPress. So wow, this is the same as. So this language now opened up to be like, whoa. So what I had to do is know the foundation, and from there, do you.
So what you're saying is it influenced you to be, was one of the influences that brought you to become who you are now.
And told me again what not to do.
Exactly.
See, once you know what not to do, do whatever you want.
What not to do. Respect. Respect.
Indeed.
That's real simple.
So, at the end of the day, though, the same dude, he's one of the most brilliant dudes I know to this day, bro. But as far as music production, man,
you want to keep him in pocket.
Well, I want to keep him out of my pocket.
well, no, not literally in
I want to keep him over there.
I'm sorry, at bay.
Yeah, he over there. He in Philly. Yeah. You know where he is. You can't come to my house though, bro. I got kids. I don't play that, but I know that, so you can't come to my house.
So I know you do a little bit of sound design as well.
Yes,
and by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit.
Yes, I do. I do a lot of media. And so what sound design, though, that detail goes down to bundling up audio files because I live with musicians and instruments.
Right.
Like I'm not a guitar player, for example.
Sure.
But if you have a guitar in my face, then I can actually pluck out one chord. And that's all I need. And I can break it down from there. That's by having some form of theory, experience, and some form of what I want to hear.
Right.
What makes this different or what connects this to this? It's time you have to make time to be able to do that. First of all, you don't really get time to go in and do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But usually there's a time when you come in and the project is targeted, so I'll have an idea of what you're working towards.
Yeah.
And then that's what you're dealing with here. And like I said, music is just that, man. You can do anything you want, man. I got samples of like windshield wipers. Don't nobody got my sound library. I've been collecting sounds since junior high school, bro, and I feel like I got the most sounds ever. Like I got Prince library, I got Timberland library, I got you name it. I had their stuff a long time ago, but then I kind of took stuff and was like, let me borrow that real quick. Let me see that real quick. Like I
studio jacking.
Oh, bro. That's what it's that whole evolution factor, bro.
Right.
It's like there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So you have to understand what that means, bro.
Right.
You know, you got to understand why there is free stuff on sale.
Free stuff on sale.
I know what's up, bro. You act like this R&B something new. You act like this hip hop stuff something new, bro.
It's not.
These cats these MCs, they snap Jackie Chan all day. They snatch at everything. You know, there's not too much, fresh influence. Like I never heard that before. Like, what's the last MC you never heard? Like really, like nothing like that before. There's not much of that.
Lil Yachty.
All right. Well, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. I know one thing. I miss Pop, Biggie. I miss my dogs, man. The cats
buddy.
The power factors, man. Like those like ministers, man.
The guys is like, your legends is like Haley's Comments.
There you go, legends. That's the key word right there. They were legends for a reason. Yeah. However, they still were borrowing this. For real.
Oh, absolutely.
And they were, but in other words, you got to know how to do that.
For sure. All right, so look. Then I love this quote. It's what is it? Good musicians still, or no? Good artists still.
I have
or something like this.
Well, that stands for that's gas. That's what that. I don't know nothing about that, bro. Like, so I don't know where's it coming from. What's that mean?
Well, saying that, all great musicians, they borrow from another great musician, period.
Put it this way, if you're going to understand what that is, it's like again, you have to have something that you're influenced by.
For sure. Exactly.
And that's what happens with that. Like, that's like me. We were just talking about different musicians, man. If I wasn't able to take this and borrow that, it wouldn't matter. And honestly, this chopping thing, that came from church, bro.
Oh, yeah.
On my church cats. So trust me, like, these cats, like, let me get that. Let me get that for this Sunday.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
And so either way, the concept of that, man, it has everything. Oh, let me go here because I can bring this up with that in mind. I know musicians who only can read music. They can't play any music.
Oh,
but that is that disconnection.
I don't consider. Oh, that's going to be so hard to.
Wow.
I don't really. It's hard for me to consider them full-fledged musicians.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
But it's not hard for me to consider it in the other direction.
Put it this way: I know cats that have a full-time job who strictly read. Right. And if you take that music away,
they can do nothing.
I mean, absolutely nothing.
Right.
So
I know folks like
meaning they're not willing to do nothing.
Exactly.
That's it though.
Exactly. Because I know folks like that as well.
See, and that's they're not creatives, bro. Honestly, or they're not giving themselves permission.
And that's why it's hard for me to consider them musicians because it's like, no, you're more like an interpreter.
There you go.
It's like I can't speak Mandarin. You can speak Mandarin, so you're gonna interpret what I'm saying to someone else who speaks Mandarin. Respect. Now, I'm not knocking that.
Damn, so they got the data entry level of musicians.
Bruh, you have no idea. Right, listen though. There's certain cats though, the same thing, where they can play their face off but can't read a lick.
Well, I'm comfortable with that.
I can see you can relate to that because of the foundation of that is really just connecting.
Those guys are the epitome. Like for me, I'm in between. See, because I studied music theory. Right. I get it. So for me, it's just a matter of, this, that, and third. No biggie.
Bro.
But for the guy who can sit on the keys and just play, I don't know what key I'm
that's
in.
My father, man.
I don't know what notes I'm playing, but here goes the pattern and it just makes sense to me. That's completely scary. I got to be honest.
I was raised watching that, bro.
That's scary.
Wow. I was raised watching my pop do whatever and watch hundreds and thousands of people respond. Man, my father did the theme song for the inaugural Bill Clinton sworn in, dog. I still see that check come in, bro. Like, it's not a game.
What?
Yeah, bro. Like, literally, he was the music teacher at Sidwell France. That's the only reason why I even was exposed to the Marriotts. And, man, Al Gore III, that's my homie. What's up, Al? Man, these cats were like drum lovers, but they were there. And so, at the end of the day, every Black History show, I'm the little black kid up on the stage playing drums. That's like, he started that whole thing. Like, Pops was definitely one of them first innovators, man. But he's one of them cats who, when I say genius, brilliant, I gotta give it to him.
There's this 9-year-old kid, I think he's 9 or 10. His videos going around Facebook, and he's just playing.
Oh, you talking about drummer?
No, he's playing organ.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's playing organ. And this little, and they're like, yo,
I've seen that. I've seen that the other day.
Do you know? He's like, yeah, I don't know the keys, but I just play by ear.
See?
And when I tell you this little kid was crushing, bruh.
That's what I'm saying.
I was going to go shed. I was like, you know what? You got it. I'm just going to go shed right quick. I know you a video. You can't talk
and he
back.
Was hitting like the draws and stuff.
Bruh, all of it.
Yo, I'm not removed from the anointing,
He was just tall enough to reach the foot
musicians
pedal.
Is another ball.
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it is.
Not many of them left either.
Come on, man. Speak to the mic.
Speak to the microphone.
Yo, you gotta get right up on the microphone.
That's right. This is the future right here, man.
Exactly.
This is the future right here.
Tell him your name.
I'm Ricky Patton III.
There it is.
That's right. So what you play?
I play the drums.
You love the drums?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah. So hold on. So are you planning on being better than your father?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
I like that
the
answer.
only answer to give.
That's right. You know your father going to hold you to a high standard, though, right?
Yes, I know.
Do you like practicing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you love practicing? All right. So do you practice when your father doesn't tell you to practice?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You see how quickly he answered? Yeah.
Oh, he's bout it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know what time it is.
Ricky Patton
The third.
There it is.
And the legacy goes on.
Yeah.
Amen.
But he was telling me that like all your children play the drums, bro.
All 4 of my babies, my beautiful babies, play drum.
That's right.
That's crazy.
So hey, you know what? That seemed like, Sheila E. Her whole family is nothing but dope percussionists.
You have drums in the house, dude. What kid gonna look at drums and don't play?
Not play.
Yeah.
See, my kids don't just play because they can't just play. I don't ever let them just play. It's crazy. Like I told you, it's all structure. Like when you see it from that perspective, bro, then give it to them. They know. They step to you. They be like, "Dad, can I play? Can I play to this beat?" And then after a while, they just play that beat on their turn.
On their turn.
Yeah, you just let them go and do that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. And then from there, just
Now he beatboxing, you know.
that was my question. What other instruments are you interested in on the low? Go ahead. What other instruments? Are there
like
anything
any
else
other
you like?
instruments besides the drums?
No.
Nah.
He's a purist. He's a purist. That's what that is.
Wow. And how old are you again?
I'm 8.
8 years old. That's very interesting, man.
Yeah.
Because at that age, kids are really trying to. I mean, they're trying to like dive into a little bit of this,
and they'll say off the wall. I want to play the bassoon. I want to play the French horn for no reason.
The oboe.
I can't spell xylophone, but I want to play that
That's
too.
right.
He's like, nah, just drums. That's it. That's all I want.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
It's my man 50 grand. It's the first one, man. Like I said, there's Lil Rick.
Respect.
All day.
Respect.
Thank you, son, man. Let's wait right there for daddy. We're going to get out of here in a second, okay? My man, 50 grand. Thank you. Appreciate you, boy.
Yeah,
Love you, kid.
he gonna hop behind them VR goggles
Going
again.
straight to the goggles. Virtual goggles.
So let's get into this. Let's get into this marketing aspect. We're talking about digital marketing. We're trying to make sure that the creatives understand that there are ways for you to get your material out there now. And I mentioned this in the podcast before. If you ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, you need to read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. There's no excuse at this point.
Everybody needs to read that book.
That's one. But in the book, we talked about Ray Kroc and how he spoke to the college students, and he told them who could make a better hamburger than McDonald's, and everybody put their hand up, and he said, well, if you can make a better hamburger, how come McDonald's has more money?
It's business, man.
It's about how to market that hamburger. His goal is not to make the best hamburger. His goal is to take the average hamburger he got and market it better than anyone else on the planet.
That's right.
Which is what he accomplished, okay?
That's right.
So our goal is to try to get that same concept to you guys from the perspective of your music. Obviously, your music is not mediocre, or else you wouldn't be following the Two Bros Show. That's number one. But number two, you got to be able to get that out. So let's talk to that a little bit.
Well, to that, first of all, I have to bring up the concept of branding.
Okay.
And the concept of branding is really about you knowing what you want the people to know about you.
Okay.
That's a great way of looking at it.
And
control the narrative.
And once you identify with how you want people to see you, then your job now is to position yourself in that manner digitally.
Yeah.
All right. So now, of course, and this is the good part about digital is because one of me, once it's digital, it's 1 trillion or more of me.
For sure.
And that's the concept. It's like you want to be able to identify with what I call them drivers. So your blog is a driver, your website's a driver.
Yeah.
You know, these are different tools that have what they call an RSS feed.
Yeah.
That connects to that tool, that vehicle.
Yeah.
And then now you have to have something structured so that people can respond to it. It's nothing like connecting to people and then having them it's like the Washington Post. The Washington Post, some people have it and some people don't. The reason why you have it is because you subscribed to it.
Exactly.
There you go.
And so that connection right there is everything. And so identifying with your brand, being clear about what not to do, again, because it's very difficult in putting a bunch of links out and coming back to go and snatch them up later.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so again, it's that website is everything now, because I recommend for people to identify with what kind of website you need. Don't just and think more content management opposed to content on a website.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Meaning, like, you have your audio files.
Right.
Right. You got your video files.
Right.
Then you have your graphics files.
Yeah.
Then you have your content that you're writing, your articles and all the above.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense.
Oh man, I hear music. I hear all the above. Where's that coming from? All right, this is little man. Hey, look, at Ricky Patton III. This one thing about it is, like, we don't want your studio session right now. You're like, at this point, forcing your brand on your father.
Man, I was here making beats on the VR goggles.
Yeah, man, my son, man.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Can't turn down the creativity.
Can't be like, you're wrong.
Can't turn down the creativity.
Yeah. So look, check this out. It seemed like there's a huge gap between the understanding and activity of branding from the musicians to the artists. Like, there's a huge gap. Like, I don't see too many musicians out there that are well branded. There's very few. Can I
add to that a little bit?
What's that?
Not only are they not well branded, but they say stuff like, I just want to make music. I don't want to be bothered with that side of it. I just want to do what it is that I love to do. What do you have to say to that?
I have to say that,
so we can address the mentality first.
Because at the end of the day, you're still dealing with whether you're going to do business or not. That's the distinction.
Right.
And so how you do business is you want to identify with, again, what you want people to know about you.
Yeah.
And that's everything with branding. I don't care what it is. If you want to be a prostitute, you need to know how to brand yourself.
For sure.
So that's how it comes across. It's the same thing. It's just like, you want to be clear about what your goal, your end. I mean, then understand, musicians were raised a certain way. Most of us were raised in the church foundation.
Yeah.
And that goal was making money, doing very specific things. And so doing that over and over again for years, when you do get out on your own, that natural feeling of, I want to do my thing, it's like a thing you just got to get to eventually.
Yeah.
However, you're not aware or have experience with that. So you just kind of, experimenting. And branding is not experimenting.
No, it's not.
It's a very definite.
It's a definite. It's targeted. It's about being aware of your options.
For sure.
It's a very similar to knowing or going to rehearsal before you plan your service on Sunday.
I always felt like marketing was like
Our own AV guy is crashing our session.
Shout out PJ.
PJ. Phil.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Shout out to digital media.
I always felt like marketing was like playing spades, because you see what's in your hand and you understand, if you know how to play spades. Let me talk to my folks right fast. You know what's in your hand, therefore you know what else is left on the table. So it's about playing your hand properly to get the desired result.
I think that disconnection with that is properly. I think that properly part, because people don't know that covertly exists, or they don't know that WordPress exists.
Exactly.
So if you don't know your hand, you can't really bowl.
Exactly.
Look, I do it all the time. I walk in rooms and I find out who the smartest cat in the room. I find out who the most ignorant cat in the room. And then I look and see what they say, and then, then I fire them up. But that's how I do. That's just natural. That's in my blood. Nice. But it's interesting how, from a marketing perspective, when people are open and you can see that they already have their gifts, I'm really attracted to the gifts.
Yeah.
And when I realize that somebody has gifts or chemistries or something that works, and I feel like it can market itself. See, that's the kick. Is it could potentially market itself if you are on something that's already set up for marketing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then we're speaking once again. This is another. We can plug in Tobari's famous quote. All right, this is another opportunity to plug in his famous quote. His famous quote is, "Let your authenticity be your currency."
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh.
Right.
Let your authenticity be your currency.
And that keeps the ego out the way.
Yeah,
it does, man.
That keeps that. And again, you notice I met Tobari like off the break. As soon as I met him, then we had to explain ourselves because it was an automatic. That connection of, look, dog, I know what I do,
right,
and I know what I do well,
right,
but I'm ready to get to it, man.
Right,
you ready to get to it,
right?
I'm ready to get to it, man.
Right.
In other words, you don't really do that often.
Yeah,
you don't get to do that often. Like I said, this is DC,
sure,
man.
You're right.
You know, I know everybody here. So when I meet somebody here and I ain't never seen them before, then all I gotta say is, where you come from, cuz? You know what I mean? In other words, like, just tell me what tribe you from, because then I know I'm good from there.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't too much after that. So after that, we're good. We can flow. But I think marketing is about identifying with yourself and where you want to go. It's like getting in the car and knowing your destination.
For sure. For sure.
So what's the best way to get that accomplished?
Okay, the best way, again, is awareness. I think that in respect to, again, your goal and what you want to do. So again, it's okay to just do art sometimes and not do it for money.
Right.
Or business. Sometimes it's, some people just do it because they feel like it's their calling, or you have more of a spiritual or religious perspective towards. And then it's got some people that do it for teaching, for educational purposes.
Right.
So it depends on what you're doing. Depends on the 3 or 4 things is all you really need. With your email connects. Everything goes back down to home, and home is your hosting. Your server is your home. That's your home. And from there, and I'm gonna tell you because I have my home. I could do anything I want. And that's the beauty of it. That's why I was able to come in here and now it was different if I came in and be like, yo, shorty, I could do an e-zine, we could do a podcast, we could do this, we could do this. Then that whole egotistical perspective would have kind of just turned cats to the left. Be like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. I'm just saying, hey, I see it all the time, man. Cats come at me with all types of crazy stuff, but that... I
mean, we of course, we get thrown a lot of things,
that's
too.
My point.
But, all right, so look, I'm gonna say this though. We've been very blessed to have great companies such as yourself. You know what I'm saying,
exactly.
and other other folks that are like on top of their game. You know what I'm saying, creators from all different walks of life.
I've been getting and one thing about DC too is you get into a lot of conflict when you're raised here.
Sure,
but one thing you learn is
how to deal with it.
But I'm gonna tell you how you deal with it. You stay away from all clowns. Like, look, anybody who ran, like if somebody was with you and you got like jumped or whatever, and you ran, that's a done deal. That was never an issue with us. So it's one of them things where that's why I say us, because I know what it is. I know what that means. And right now it's the same thing in this game. You can't necessarily partner with somebody because you're guilty as. Like they say, you are what you attract, or
man, guilty by association.
Yeah, you're definitely guilty by association,
for sure.
But it's that kind of thing too on the web. Like web has reputation. Like
absolutely,
Real
web
talk.
Has. You're right.
Hey, that's a key, y'all. Just pay attention. That was good.
Like the web has like it's like hell, dude. Like you can see anything.
Check this
on
out.
The internet.
Check this out. Just to prove that correct, right? So my wife, she's a dope makeup artist and photographer, right? And so she been shopping her stuff with a lot of agencies and stuff. So she shoot a lot of, models and stuff that are agency represented. So now she's trying to get into an agency, right?
Okay.
But the first thing they ask, let me see your social media.
That's right.
Matter
and
of fact,
see how many fans
and
followers and stuff.
What's the Instagram right quick? Let's just go ahead and plug her because
the facts.
Yeah. All right, Carla Taylor. So both of her Instagrams are her makeup Instagram is C Taylor Makeup, and then the other one is her photography Instagram is CT Shoot You. So definitely check her out. If you're looking for some type of photo shoot, she does a lot of stuff. But I think her niche right now is definitely in fashion, right?
Exactly.
And also with artists. She actually did our photo shoot.
Exactly.
The pictures that you see all over. Saying
she did y'all makeup too.
I don't even think we did make it.
No, she ain't. She might have powdered my forehead.
There
My
you
forehead
go.
gets shiny.
Just that clean. That's what it was.
Yeah, my forehead get a little shiny, man.
Now pretty brothers.
Yeah,
right?
so she might have had to powder my forehead, man. Yeah, but yo, like social media is true currency nowadays, and this is the problem I have because there are cats out here like that drummer, aka Malik the drummer. Yep. He's crushing it on Instagram. Also on Twitter, he's out there performing live performances at like gallery place, so forth and so on. But he got that, the video footage up there. You do Mono Neon, killing it. You know what I'm saying? So these guys and these musicians, I mean, very talented, highly talented musicians.
Let me remind y'all too while we're here on that. Yeah. Facebook.com is just that. It's a website. It's its own server. So what happens from the business perspective is when you sign your username up or your name up to another .com, you're automatically splitting 50% your advertisement just by depending strictly on that. So that's the benefit of having your own and then going to those social networks, because when your numbers start hitting, you want your own first. I mean, that's just how I am. I'm not, I kind of.
You want that traffic coming to your stuff.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But I recommend that when we want to take full responsibility.
Sure.
It's just a matter of you just doing that. Is you setting your situation up a certain way. Yeah. And then you actually making sure you put your tools in the right automated factors. Right. And monitor it. That's what analytics is for. You monitor numbers. And so that was the gift that I had. That's why I'm able to be independent, because I can literally go and make up jobs. So it's fun. Like it's like a new art form for me. Like, and that's how I did it with you guys. Right. Notice I didn't come in like, hey, this is how much I charge. This is my good. I didn't do all that. It's like, look, guys.
But like you said, it kind of relates back to drums.
Got him.
Not sure what happened.
I don't know.
Got him.
I don't know.
But
all right,
we're back. We're back.
Technical difficulty. It relates back to drums because it's just like with the drums, because you have to do 4 different motions at the same time.
And that's why I love it so much.
In such a coordinated fashion that you're not only holding you down, but you're holding the whole band down.
You know what it's
that's
like?
Why, I love drummers just because of it.
But I was going to say, go ahead. When you say the drums and you speak of that and compare the drums, I just want to reiterate the fact that that's why I have so much fun with this whole thing. It's because of that connection. It's it's the same thing for me, kind of. Like now, I can play with it now. Like I can play, but you ain't know about this. Well, it's fun. Now I can tease cats with it, you know what I mean? But that's the beauty. There's a lot of wonderful things that can happen once you just give yourself some insight for what I call beginning, middle, end.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Clear.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I think what was dope about this particular session, this particular episode, is that we're actually covering so much ground, from musicianship, understanding relationship between musicians. Well,
it's evolution, really.
Yeah, it really is evolution. It really was evolution, bro. And now we're here at pretty much the end of the episode, and we're talking about the void of how some musicians trying to a lot of the most creative ones just don't even want to deal with.
Exactly. That's called lazy.
They are very lazy,
it's called lazy.
But they're very talented in their craft. But see, a gentleman like you come in, you'll be able to say, you know what, this is how we can solve this.
That's what's up, bro.
Solutions.
Here's the solution.
Here's the solution.
And I'm pretty sure you bringing it to, some of your friends.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying?
All of them.
Yeah, man, because
you can't be around me if you want to be ignorant. It's one of them things.
Especially the ones that are backed by a label.
That's my point. Because I go to the label and I challenge them. They don't do it. See, the only thing that makes the difference is that when the labels don't have teams that work together. Like I've done musicals that the lighting director didn't know the sound director didn't know the light. These cats don't communicate on that level. So now that, like, again, my hi-hat, my bass drum, my snare is synonymous to my Facebook, my Twitter, my whatever. All that's how I look at it. It's like you're supposed to just know how to pimp each situation.
Good Lord. You see how you made that connection?
It's like, that's my babies. And trust me, the thing is about it to make it really sexy is that they don't have to be your jump. You just need to set it up. I monitor numbers. That's my job.
So you setting up kits, dog.
Exactly.
That's what you setting up. You setting up kits.
Killing them.
You setting up jump kits.
That's why numbers going to reflect. My analytics Oh, like you see, they're beautiful.
So where can folks find you at?
They're gonna find me when you see me, but, and you gonna see me. Everybody. Yeah, you can find me at Patton Jr. at gmail.com. Like literally send me an email, and then I get to make a decision. That's the beauty of it. I get to make a decision. I'm gonna hit you back on that. Just make your email make sense, and we good. But if you definitely are clear about what you want to do, and maybe not, maybe need some type of advice or whatever the case may be.
Consultation.
Just don't hit me and be like, "Oh, what's up, dog?" Like, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
So what are some keywords they shouldn't have in the email?
Just basically have a clear goal. Have a clear goal and make it look like it's valuable.
Yeah.
Make it money. Make it make sense. Make it so that I can potentially, make it make sense, because I'm not interested in wasting any time or anything.
Yeah.
That's not it. The bottom line is I want my city to rise. Like, we have to now build a platform for who we are. We have to now build a face.
Hey, this is a better time. There's no better time than now is to build a platform digitally so we can exist.
So look, yo, this was a dope episode. I can't wait for you guys to check it out.
Yep.
Make sure you follow us on IG and Twitter at Two Bros Show. Make sure you subscribe on SoundCloud and on YouTube at Two Bros Show.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to the Facebook page. Check out all the articles, and all the relevant links will be in the description below this episode, wherever you might find it. Hey, yo, Vader, what you think, bro?
Yo, I thought this was a dope episode, guys. Much gems would drop, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, creatives, check us out. 2017 is coming up.
Yep.
Get ready. The bomb is about to drop.
Yep.
But more importantly, creatives, keep creating.